On the news, federal government of Nigeria rejects claims of Christian genocide. Troops rescue 74 NYSC members from Boko Haram and ISWAP abductors in Borno State. Nigerians call on President Tinubu to take a firm decision on the Wike Yerima face-off. The media industry in Edo and Delta states mourns the passing of veteran broadcaster Philip Encardi. In addition, we have the exchange rates and weather report. Stand by now for the details.
Welcome to the news on the hour on Providence Television International. I am Eriki Ogiraki. The federal government has rejected claims of Christian genocide in Nigeria, describing the allegation as false and damaging to the country's image. The Minister for Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this on Thursday, stating that there is guaranteed religious freedom in Nigeria. In a related development, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, has urged the U.S. President Donald Trump to partner with Nigerian President Bola Tinubu in addressing the nation's security challenges rather than resorting to threats of a U.S.-led military intervention. Troops of Operation Hadinkai have neutralized 9 terrorists at Yanga Ari in the Mafa local government area of Borno State. The troop also rescued 74 members of the National Youth Service Corps from Boko Haram and ISWAP abductors along the Buratai-Kamuya Road in the Bio local government area of the state. Disclosing the development in a statement on Thursday, the Media Information Officer of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Lieutenant Colonel Uba Sani, stated that several weapons and logistical items were recovered following the military operation on Tuesday. The Corps members were on their way to Hawul on a Christian evangelism mission when their vehicles broke down near a known kidnapping hotspot at night, leading to their abduction. A cross-section of Nigerians have called on President Bola Tinubu to take a firm decision on the recent altercation between the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Lieutenant A.M. Yerima with regards to a disputed plot of land in the Federal Capital Territory. Some residents in Benin City who spoke to Providence Television International crew off camera decried the continued silence of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria in respect to the incident, noting that though the Minister for Defense, Mohammed Badamu Abubakar, had on Wednesday stated that the Ministry and Military High Command will always protect officers on lawful duty, the President's personnel decision on matters has become necessary. The respondent noted that President Bola Tinubu's probable silence on the matter is giving Nigerians concern in view of the sensitive nature of the incident. The Providence Television News on the Hour continues after this break. Please stay tuned.
Veteran broadcaster Elder Philip Encardi has passed on, aged 74. He died on Sunday, 12th October 2025. The late Mr. Encardi was a staff of Radio Nigeria and one-time principal producer at the defunct Bendel Broadcasting Service. Extolling the late Mr. Encardi's charismatic personality, the chairman, chief executive officer of Providence Television International, Dr. Emmanuel Egariva, stated that Mr. Encardi's dedication to work and concern for the welfare of others was exemplary. On behalf of management and staff of Providence Television International, Dr. Egariva prayed that God grant the family the fortitude to bear the loss.
Edo State Governor Monday Okwevolo has sacked the traditional rulers of Ososo and Ikpeshi Egbegere clans in Akoko Edo local government area of the state. The affected monarchs are Bamidele Obatan of the Ososo Kingdom and Zaiki Lukman Odama, the third of the Ikpeshe Egbegere clan. Their removal was announced in a statement issued on Thursday by the Secretary to the State Government, Umai Ihilo. According to the statement, Governor Okwevolo approved the revocation of the appointment in the interest of peace, stability, and due process after reviewing the circumstances surrounding the ongoing dispute over the traditional leadership of both communities. Governor Kwevolo has approved the appointment of Nicholas Odama as the regent of Ikpeshe Egbegere clan, while the elders of the four quarters, Unuhuns, the Council of Chiefs, and the elders of Ososo have been directed to meet, consult widely, and submit a consensus candidate for appointment to the vacant stool of the Ososo Kingdom. Today is World Diabetes Day, November 14th, a day set aside by the World Health Organization to raise awareness about diabetes. The theme of this year's World Diabetes Day, Diabetes Across Life Stages, recognizes that every person living with diabetes should have access to integrated care, supportive environment, and policies that promote health, dignity, and self-management. This campaign emphasizes the importance of a life course approach to diabetes prevention, management, and overall well-being. Diabetes is a health condition that affects how the body turns food into energy and can occur when the body doesn't produce enough insulin, which is known as type 1 diabetes, or when the body can't effectively use the insulin it produces, which is known as type 2 diabetes. And now to sports. Nigerian Super Eagles have moved one step closer to the 2026 World Cup after defeating Gabon 4-1 in the semi-finals of the African playoff in Morocco on Thursday. Although rocked by a bonus row with the Nigerian Football Federation 48 hours before the game, the Super Eagles didn't show any sign of weakness against the Panthers of Gabon. Nigeria will face the Democratic Republic of Congo, who beats Cameroon 1-0 on Sunday, 16th November 2025. And now to the weather forecast.
Welcome to the weather forecast for Saturday, 15th November. In Abuja, it will be sunny with a temperature of 33 degrees Celsius. In Lagos, Benin, and Port Harcourt, there will be scattered thunderstorms with temperatures of 31 degrees Celsius in Lagos, 32 degrees Celsius in Benin, and 30 degrees Celsius in Port Harcourt. In Kaduna, Enugu, and Sokoto, it will be sunny with temperatures of 32 degrees Celsius in Kaduna, 33 degrees Celsius in Enugu, and 34 degrees Celsius in Sokoto. In Washington and London, it will be cloudy with temperatures of 18 degrees Celsius in Washington and London, 16 degrees Celsius. And in Johannesburg, there will be light rain with a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. In Rome, it will be mostly cloudy with a temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. And in Paris, it will be quite cold with rain and a temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. And to the exchange rates, one United States dollar, its equivalent in naira, is 1,446. 1 euro, 1,682. 1 British pound, 1,902. And 1 Canadian dollar presently stands at 1,031 naira. 1 Australian dollar, 942 naira.
That's the news on the hour on Providence Television International. Thanks for staying tuned.